Hello, one and all. Welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, we're talking UFC 311. Islam Makhachev and Umar Nurmagomedov's camp has a new addition, this time in the form of welterweight champion Belal Muhammad. How is this going to affect, in a positive way, obviously, the performance of two fighters heading into the night of UFC 311. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Belal Muhammad joins the camp of Islam Makhachev and Umar Nurmagomedov in preparation for UFC 311. Obviously, Umar taking on bantamweight champion, newly crowned, that is, Nurmagomedov, in the co-main event of that card, and Islam Makhachev going in for the rematch this time around for the lightweight title against Umar for the main event of that card. And obviously, we'd all assume that the welterweight champion Belal Muhammad is eyeing a comeback sometime first 6 months of first half of the year, that is, perhaps even the first quarter of 2025. So this all makes sense, and iron sharpens iron, as they say, correct? So, it's been said before that you perform to the level that you practice. Sometimes, in all honesty, when you work very hard in practice, perhaps this has been said before, and this makes a lot of sense if you actually think about it. If you work really hard in practice and your level of practice is world-class level in terms of training partners, then perhaps an actual fight is a step down in competition, with all respect to Arman Tsarukyan and Nurmagomedov here. But these guys all hold each other to a very high standard. That camp, AKA in general, but, on top of that, especially those guys coming from Dagestan and that style of wrestling and the relentlessness of these guys, it's dominance, to say the least. And as I said earlier, iron sharpens iron. So this is only going to bring out the best of every single fighter involved here, including Belal Muhammad, because obviously Belal is perhaps eyeing to defend his title sometimes first quarter of 2025. So, this can only be interpreted as a positive, in terms of Islam Makhachev and Umar Nurmagomedov. Hopefully they don't go too hard in training. Stay away from injuries, that is. I'm pretty certain that there is a level of control always present in that camp. Just from viewing, videos here and there. It's a very disciplined, military-like camp. And as I said, the level of your competition inside of those training rooms, I believe, translates directly into actual fights. And the level that you practice at is perhaps the level that you rise up to during the fights, or during the fights you probably have to. As I said, it's sometimes perhaps a step down in competition when your training partners is the welterweight champion Belal Muhammad, who's just defeated Leon Edwards, right? So it's a very high standard that these guys are holding each other to, and it's very special to see, very special to see. I'm super excited for UFC 311. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. For sticking around, please let me know in the comments and like, subscribe for more.